So I feel the transfer fee of some players has been inflated due to reasons I do not know. And I feel so too that some of these players are not really needed by these clubs. I think some of them are just for panic buys, and some are not even up to matching up to that particular price tag that have been that has been slapped on them by their various host clubs. I'm going to look at 10 or maybe 11 players that I feel have been transferred. Some are still in the course of being signed, and some have been, in the news all the while as a result of their transfers. And their various clubs have slapped very, very enormous transfer fees on them. Let me start with Nicholas Jackson to Manchester United from Chelsea. He has been valued by Chelsea at close to 100 million. But it's very risky. Why? Now, Jackson is physically gifted, but his finishing has been inconsistent right from the last 2-3 seasons. And he has had discipline issues. He has had 2 red cards in his last few matches. Okay. Now, a fee over 60 million pounds looks excessive for someone who may not be a 20 goal a season striker. Now, at United, the pressure will be immense if the transfer goes through. He risks being another raw attacker who gets to be a scapegoat, just like Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. So I don't really value Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee far away from Nicholas Jackson. So I feel that transfer is been a no thought, or it should not be thought by Manchester United. Second is Florian Wirtz to Liverpool from Bayer Leverkusen. Okay, his valuation was close to 100 million to 116 million. Now, let us look at the risks. Although he is immensely creative, Wirtz hasn't played outside Germany in his life. Now, Liverpool's intense pace and physicality and the league they play, the Premier League, might expose his defensive work rate and stamina issues. At Liverpool, he could get lost in their already stacked midfield if he doesn't hit form instantly and quickly. I am not saying that Florian Wirtz will not actually produce, but it's a risk for Liverpool, and they have taken it already. Number 3 is Hugo Ekitike to Liverpool from Eintracht Frankfurt. Now, he's a very, very good player, and he's valued at close from 86 million pounds to 100 million. Okay, now it is very, very risky. Why? After flopping at PSG, we all know, and only just finding form in Eintracht Frankfurt, this massive jump in valuation feels very, very premature for me. At Liverpool, he might struggle with the demands of an slot pressing, and he may not be able to meet up with the physicality of the Premier League. That is not saying that he will not play well. He will, or he may play well. I'm just saying he is valued way too much above what he's supposed to be valued at. 4 is Alexander Isak to Liverpool from Newcastle. He is also valued at around 100 million and close to that range. Now, why is it very risky? Despite the flair and movement, Isak hasn't shown enough dominance to justify a potential British record fee. Okay, injury concerns remain number 1, and at Liverpool, he could struggle under the burden of that price tag if he doesn't hit the ground running instantly. Number 5 is Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Okay, he's also valued at 100 million. Okay, now it is very, very risky. Why? He's a squad player, or he was a squad player at Madrid, and then Rodrigo's end product has been very patchy lately. Going from backup to a 100 million talisman is a massive leap and a big jump for him. At Liverpool or at any club he could go to, he could struggle to adapt to the pace of the league and the physicality, and he may struggle to live up to the fee. Number 6 is Nico Williams to Barcelona. It's been off. The deal is off, yes, from Atletico Bilbao due to, Barca's issues and all. It was very, very risky, and it's still risky. Nico is electric on the wing, but he's still raw in front of goal and tactically undisciplined. Okay, at Barcelona, if he had gone through, their financial situation means he will have been under heavy scrutiny, and if he fails to deliver quickly, fans may turn against him. That is if the deal had gone through, but thank God it is off now. Nico Williams has not given Atletico Bilbao up to 20 goals in 2 seasons. That is the problem. Now, 7 is Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal or to PSG or whatever from Sporting in Portugal. Now, he is valued at close to 60 to 80 million pounds or thereabouts. The same, close to 100 million. Now, it is very risky because he is strong in Portugal, yes, but he has never been tested in the top 5 leagues under elite defensive pressure. Okay, so he may not fit under the fluid systems, and it will turn into just another expensive player. I am not saying he will not produce. I'm just looking at risks that are attached to the big price tags. Okay. Now, number 8 is Benjamin Sesko and his transfer tag from RB Leipzig or Red Bull Leipzig. Now, he's valued around 100 million to 90 million euros to 100 million. Now, why is it risky? Sesko is still raw and he has never led a top club's front line. Trust me, whether Arsenal or any other team that's trying to afford him requires sharp link-up play and pressing. Now, both areas are where he needs to improve. So he could become a long-term project, of course, but he may not impact immediately if he comes to the Premier League. Arsenal may not be looking for him anymore, but I am having a question mark on Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal know why they have not gone for him yet. Now, number 9 is Bryan Mbeumo. Now, to Manchester United, they transfer from Brentford seems somehow imminent, yet to be confirmed, but he's valued at around 70 million. It is very, very risky. He has only had one very good season and it doesn't make him a superstar. Mbeumo has never played Champions League football and he may struggle in a top 6 setup, whether at United or at Newcastle or wherever they are trying to sign him. He could even easily be a B-list solution, okay, but not an A-list because he's coming from Brentford. He has not racked up the numbers for Brentford. He has just racked up 20 goals just in a season for the first time last season. So he has not fulfilled his potentials. Maybe it's just form. 10 is Xavi Simons to whether Bayern Munich, PSG or wherever he may go from Leipzig. Okay, he's also valued at close to 80 million, around the 100 million mark. Now, it is very, very risky because while he is technically gifted, Xavi Simons has been inconsistent and he doesn't always shine in big games. Now, there are questions about his ability to lead an elite, line midfield or even the attack of an elite club. He may become another big price player that is hype driven or has a hype driven fee. 11 is Noni Madueke to Arsenal from Chelsea. His valuation was close to 60 million. He was signed for 52 million pounds, but it's very, very risky. Madueke has been underwhelming at Chelsea. His decision making in the final third is very, very bad, and his 1v1 is not good. So, as he has come to Arsenal, rather, he will struggle. Trust me, he will struggle. Now, I'm not saying he will not struggle if he puts in double the efforts he put in at Chelsea. I don't know if he will be able to cope with the pressure, or if he'll be able to upgrade his 1v1 play, or if he'll be able to upgrade his decision in the final third. These are his problems. He is strong, he is spacey, and he tracks back not more often. If he cannot put up the numbers, I don't know if he will do well in Arsenal. So this is that, and these 11 players I've named, I am not saying they will not produce. They may and they may not, just like any other player. But the price tag alone is something else. So what I'm saying is, there are other host of players that could join this list, but I just brought out these 11 players who have been making the rounds. They are going viral and they are popular. So that's why I spoke about them. Don't get me wrong. Banter for banter. Okay, so tell me your reactions in the comment section. Let us talk football matters.